Good day, we bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. A successful nationwide gift-giving day to kick off the celebration of the Yuletide season was held at the Malacanang grounds led by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. and First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. Hundreds of children living within the communities gathered around the Malacanang Palace yesterday as they enjoyed the food, games, and Christmas bags, courtesy of private business and various government agencies headed by the Office of the President. The kids expressed their appreciation to the President and the First Lady by singing their version of Holy Night. The President could not contain his happiness as he recalled the time when he also participated in various games when he was younger. He said he wants to ensure that all Filipino children will also get to celebrate the Yuletide season. The event was simultaneously held in other 40 locations nationwide.
Ay nako, napakasaya talaga. At hindi kumpleto ang kahit anong Pasko kung hindi natin nakikita ang ngiti at tuwa ng ating mga anak, ang ating mga apo, ang ating mga kabataan. Kaya this is a very, very happy day for me dahil tradisyon ito dati pa. Dito sa palasyo, gumagawa kami ng children's party pag Pasko para naman lahat, nakakasiguro tayo, lahat ng ating kabataan sa buong Pilipinas ay merong Pasko. At merong konting party, may konting gift-giving, may konting palaro at lahat yan.
A lawmaker is pushing for an investigation on the seemingly discrepancies on the policies of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, or BFAR. Senator Francis Tolentino is calling the Senate to proceed with its investigation, particularly on the selling of pompano and salmon in wet markets. Tolentino is questioning BFAR on the timing of its implementation of Fisheries Administrative Order number 195 this Christmas season, which prohibits the selling of the pompano and salmon in the wet market except for those who are in canning and processing. Despite the moratorium issued by BFAR, Tolentino said the crackdown coincides with the planned importation of around 25,000 metric tons of galunggong. Tolentino agreed with other senators to investigate BFAR and to revisit the 23-year-old policy. Meanwhile, the United Nations has lauded the Philippines for its role on the historic adoption of a resolution on migration and development. The Second Committee of the UN General Assembly adopted on November 21st the resolution on the international migration and development. The Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, said that for the first time in 5 years, the resolution delivers a strong political message in support of migrants all over the world. The DFA said UN delegates recognized the Philippines' role as the facilitator of the intergovernmental negotiations on the resolution. The resolution recognizes the contributions of migrants in inclusive growth and sustainable development of countries of origin, transit, and destination. It also recognizes the role of migration in social, cultural, and economic ties between nations. It encourages states to recognize the roles of young migrants. The resolution also recalls the contributions of millions of migrants in the fight to solve the COVID-19 pandemic and poverty. The Bureau of Customs has surpassed its total revenue target for 2022 in November. The Bureau logged a total revenue collection of 790 billion pesos in the first 11 months of this year. This means a surplus of 68.78 billion pesos from the target revenue collection of 721 billion pesos for 2022. This also marks the Bureau's highest collection performance in history. The BOC also surpassed its monthly revenue collection target by generating 76 billion pesos in November, an increase of 16 billion or 26.7%. All 17 collection districts of the agency also achieved their cumulative revenue targets for 11 months. Commissioner Yogi Filemon Ruiz acknowledged the efforts and dedication of the Bureau's employees. Earlier, Finance Secretary Benjamin Diokno expressed confidence that the BOC's surplus may cover the shortfall of other revenue-generating agencies. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. For more news content, visit our webpage or head onto the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. We are also shown on the social media pages of the Office of the Press Secretary and on Radio Pilipinas RP1. Stay tuned for more news updates. I am William Theo. We tell stories that inspire change.